Someone who leases an apartment and still
Yes.
participate.
Whoever pays the utility bill is
Yes.
really the person that will benefit from taking advantage of the technologies. So you don't have to be a homeowner, you can be a renter. And typically what we're finding is renters can even take more advantage because if they don't own the home, the landlord sometimes doesn't have the proper insulation, they might upgrade the windows and doors properly.
Okay.
So they're paying more for utilities than the homeowner himself at his own home because he would maintain it better.
Okay, so you're saying whether it be a Con Edison or Orange and Rockland or PSE&G, it doesn't matter. So even if I'm renting, the fact that the homeowner doesn't have enough whatever he needs to conserve, that's affecting my bottom line in terms of how much energy I'm.
Statistically now, you could save 30 to 40% of your utility bill.
Wait a minute, hold on now. Say that again. I want to make sure everyone hears that. How much?
30 to 40%.
So out of every dollar, you can save as much as up to 30 to 40 cents.
Monthly. Monthly.
Not, what?
Monthly.
All right, now you need to talk a little louder now.
All right.
Go ahead.
What happens is, again, as I told you, it's become more of a science. So there's different types of technologies out there today. And again, this isn't guessing. This isn't walking into a house and saying, well, if you change a boiler, you will save X. We have very sophisticated software where we can analyze a home and tell you exactly what the payback is on each particular fix. And we come in, I'll give you an example. There's a thing called an HP, a home performance.
Okay.
And our company, Energy Management Solutions, I should get that in there.
What's the name of your company?
Energy Management Solutions.
Okay.
And we're able to come in and we do multiple tests. Now, one of the things, as you know personally, it's health and safety.
Yes.
Our homes don't have proper smoke detectors, CO2 detectors. The hot water heaters and the boilers are never tested properly. They're not serviced properly. People haven't pressurized their home. We come in with a blower door and actually pressurize the whole home to see where the problems are as far as airflow, where you have leaks in windows and poor insulation and things of that nature. We come in with CO2 detectors to test to see how efficient the boiler and the hot water heater are working. We check for gas leaks. So we come in and do a whole health and safety thing. Then we do what we call an ER, an electrical reduction. We're able to change all the bulbs. We're able to change the shower heads, the aerators. Because just changing one shower head can save you hundreds of gallons a year in hot water.
Now these are the different things that your company provides?
Yes. Well, we consider ourselves a one-stop service, and I'll really start with the beginning. They deregulated utility sales a number of years ago, and people aren't aware of it. The local utility companies have to mail out a document to saying, okay, here are 3 or 4 other people that you can actually purchase from.
So no longer big monopolies.
No more big monopolies, and we represent a national broker where we're able to save typically 10 or more % on a purchase of just the utilities when we do a group buy. And that's why we're working with different church groups and alliances so we can bring everyone together and make a group purchase and save 10% off the top.
Okay.
And that could be $40 to $50 a month now, net monies, which is like $70 to $80 for some people. It's a lot of savings just on the buy.
So you're telling me just by anybody, any homeowner, signing a piece of paper that says I will allow XYZ company to provide me with the energy. Just that alone.
Just that alone.
So all of the other stuff, nothing else changes.
Right. And I'll elaborate that on a second, but what happens is there are 43 deregulated states, and certain utility companies are politically powerful enough to delay this process where it's still not that competitive, but in most areas there are. And in our area, it's very competitive to be able to save 10 or more % sometimes just off of that.
That's wonderful.
Now getting into the home itself, when we go in and look at the electrical side or the lighting side, we can save 50 to 70% of their lighting bill just by utilizing the new CFL bulbs and other types of bulbs and lighting that's out there.
Yes.
We can come in and take their boilers and their hot water heaters and test them because most of them are running 30 to 40% inefficiently. So just by tuning it up and cleaning it up,
so you can help tune up someone's home the same way a doctor would tune up the body.
Yes.
Or a mechanic would tune up the
car, which is a good analogy.
So now you are a mechanic for the house.
For the house.
You can run tests to see if there are any issues and then
Right.
deal with those issues.
Right. Now here's the unique part, right? There's a ton of money out there now. There's state money, there's federal money out there to help people become green, to take advantage, because what we have now, one of the divisions of my company helps with a particular Con Ed program, because our grids, our electrical grids are getting so old, we have brownouts. There was just a brownout in Brooklyn a couple of weeks ago, right? So part of our company goes out and analyzes buildings and helps us, the building owners, save on lighting and save on heating and air conditioning.
Okay.
Just so we can lower the demand on the grid. So we're very proficient at going in and analyzing things and coming up with the best payback. But here's the interesting part. In Rockland County right now, there's not even a nonprofit that represents a statewide program that allows senior citizens and also people under lower income people free refrigerators, free light bulbs, shower heads, smoke detectors, all of this up to a couple of $1,000s with the grants to them. And so because the programs aren't sophisticated enough and there aren't enough people like us in the business, it's not connecting. So one of the things we're going to tell everyone, there's a state program, it's a statewide program. If you're a senior citizen on a HEAP program or any type of low-income housing subsidy, that you probably qualify for someone like us to come into your home, and that can save you 20 to 25% immediately without any cost to you.
You already have the information.
Yes.
And you are part of the system to be able to get this information
and facilitate
out.
it to the right people.
Okay.
And what I suggest is they call you.
Yes.
Anyone here that know themselves or knows someone, right, that's a senior citizen.
Yes.
And typically refrigerators now, they run 24 hours a day. So
Without
if you have a refrigerator 4 or 5 years old, you're burning 30 to 40% more electric immediately. That's why the state will help you get a new refrigerator.
Okay, so here's what we're saying, my friends. Rudy Scott, with his company, Energy Management Solutions.
Yes.
He's allowing gospel in the arts. And we've started our own initiative, Gotta Go Green, G-A-T-A, Go Green.
It's beautiful.
And what we'd like to do is we'd like to be almost like a subsidiary of what you're doing. So you can simply get in touch with us at our gospelinthearts.com or 877-459-8463. 877-459-8463. Give us a call. We'll talk. We'll let Rudy give his information once again before we get off. But let me tell you something, how important this is. Rudy came by my house. You brought a crew into the house because we were going to do the show. We knew we were going to do the show. And Rudy said, listen, it'd be a great idea for you to understand what this entails. So you brought your crew in, and you basically set out to, what would you call?
Test your house.
Test my house.
Not knowing anything was going to happen. You know?
Now look at me. I need the camera right here because I need to look at my friends and my family right here. Vinnie Holmes and his family. We live in our house. We're there all the time. Rudy and his friends, I should say Rudy and his crew came in. Within 25 minutes of Rudy being in my house, we had to turn off the gas. I had to call Orange and Rockland, an emergency call, because you detected 4 gas leaks in my home.
In your home.
There was 1 outside the home and 3 in the home.
Actually, we found 2 outside.
So there were 5.
There were 5 gas leaks in your house.
2 outside,
Right.
3 in the home.
Right.
And then it gets worse. Then they checked my furnace.